Most people fail at manifestation for a reason they never suspect. It is not negative thoughts. It is not lack of belief. It is not missing techniques, affirmations, or visualizations. In fact, most people fail because they try too hard. And that sounds offensive to the logical mind, because effort feels responsible. Effort feels disciplined. Effort feels safe. But in quantum systems, effort can become interference. What you are about to hear will either make you uncomfortable or deeply relieved, possibly both. Because the one mistake that blocks manifestation is not weakness, it is tension, and almost everyone is carrying it without realizing it. If you are skeptical, good. Skepticism means your nervous system is still online. You have been trained your entire life to believe this rule. Results follow effort. Push harder, focus more, want it badly enough. That rule works in mechanical systems, but reality is not mechanical. It is probabilistic, and in probabilistic systems, pressure changes outcomes. This is not spirituality yet. This is physics and psychology overlapping. Before we talk about manifestation, we need to talk about control. Imagine rolling a die. If you want a 6, the hardest thing you can do is stare at the die and demand it land a certain way. The die does not respond to desire, it responds to conditions. In quantum mechanics, outcomes do not exist as fixed results. They exist as probability distributions. Multiple futures coexist until something collapses them into one. Here is the key point most manifestation content skips. Collapse does not respond to wanting. Collapse responds to coherence, and tension destroys coherence. Letting go does not mean giving up. It does not mean lowering standards. It does not mean pretending you do not care. Letting go means releasing the internal pressure that says, this must happen now or else. That pressure is not motivation. It is fear, fear of lack, fear of delay, fear of uncertainty. When fear is present, the system tightens, and a tightened system collapses into the most familiar outcome, not the best one. Here is the paradox. The more emotionally attached you are to a specific outcome, the less flexible the probability field becomes. Why? Because attachment narrows perception. When you obsess over one outcome, your nervous system enters threat mode. Threat mode reduces options. This is observable in neuroscience. Under stress, the brain defaults to habitual patterns. In manifestation language, this looks like repeating the same reality, different affirmations, same result, not because the universe is punishing you, but because you are collapsing the same probability over and over. Many people think they have moved past control. They say things like, I surrendered, I trust the universe, I am detached. But internally, they are watching the clock, scanning reality for proof, checking signs, measuring progress. This is still control, just wearing spiritual language. Control introduces tension. Tension signals lack, and lack collapses probability toward confirmation of lack. This is the loop. Here is something that confuses people. Beginners often manifest results faster than advanced practitioners. Why? They have less expectation, less attachment, less internal pressure. They try something playfully, and play is the lowest tension state the nervous system can enter. This is why children learn faster. This is why creativity flows when you stop trying. Low tension increases coherence. Coherence allows probability to reorganize naturally. Manifestation does not start in the mind. It starts in the body. If your body feels unsafe, rushed, or desperate, no technique will override that signal. The body collapses reality before the mind finishes its affirmations. This is why forcing positivity fails. Your nervous system does not respond to words. It responds to state. And tension is a state. Here it is. The one mistake that blocks quantum manifestation is trying to control the timing and form of the outcome while emotionally needing it to validate you. That is the full sentence. Not desire, not intention, not clarity, need. Need creates pressure. Pressure creates contraction. Contraction collapses probability into familiar patterns. The alternative is not passivity. It is alignment. Alignment means acting without internal strain. You move, but you are not gripping the outcome. You intend, but you are not measuring reality every hour. You create conditions, then you step back. This is how probability shifts. Not through force, through availability. Stop asking, how do I make this happen? Start asking, what internal tension am I carrying about this? Then release the tension, not the desire. This is subtle, and it is powerful. Because once tension dissolves, the system reorganizes on its own. Reality does not resist you. It mirrors your internal state. When you stop forcing collapse, probability finds the most coherent path, often faster than you expect, often differently than you imagined. The universe does not respond to pressure. It responds to alignment. And alignment begins when you stop trying to control what is not meant to be forced. If this made you uncomfortable, that is a good sign. It means you found the real block. And now you can release it.